Yeah. And you have your favorite pillows with you? Yeah, you have your favorite pillows. So we will not stretch our legs right now, just making sure that you have this setup with you. So for the knees, especially when we do a technique for the knees, I'll be asking you to stretch your leg in front of you. So it's better if you have something that is the same level as the surface you're sitting on. Okay, all right. Okay, so how is everybody doing? How was yesterday? Okay, nice. All right. Okay, slept well? How was your bowel movement? Good. Okay, there is a story about it. I always tell this because it's such a hilarious story. I come from a agricultural family. Like my parents, they are from agricultural background. Even though my dad became a surgeon and my mother became a teacher, so my mama ji, my mother's, so no, that time we were 8 siblings, 9 siblings. ऐसा बिल्कुल जबरदस्त बच्चे used to come out. So my my mom is the youngest. She has 4 brothers. The youngest of them, still an elder brother. So my mamaji, he stays in the village, and they have fields. They do farming. Like I said, it's an agricultural family. So you know how traditional houses were in the olden times in the villages. The toilet used to be outside. है ना, the place to do the big job. Small job can be done in the bathroom. The big job place was outside. So, घर का आंगन, the big backyard of the house, which is like you can build a whole apartment in that in Bangalore, that big a backyard, and in the far corner of the backyard there used to be the toilet. So it was his daughter's marriage, and in the villages when it is marriage, like you call relatives to do the work. You don't just call them to attend the wedding. You go to do the work. So you make laddus, jalebis, everything. So painting of the house is going on, whitewashing of the house. So everybody joined in, all the men together, lungis tied up, doing whitewashing. And after whitewash, what do? They take red paint and they write Shri Lakshmi Narayan Prasanna, Om Ganpate Nama. You would have seen it, right? Vishnu Prasanna. Everywhere, every wall of the house, there'll be one Prasanna written. So suddenly in the middle of the process, my Mamaji vanished with the can of paint. Nobody knows where he's gone. किसी को नहीं पता कहाँ गया. So everybody is like, where is Mamaji? Where is Mamaji? So he has gone to the toilet in the backyard, which was also whitewashed. That was the first place to be cleaned because relatives had started pouring in. And and the door was shut. So we thought he's gone to the bathroom. We were wondering what is he doing with the can of paint. Then the door opens and he emerges like a king. He's like, मैंने काम कर दिया. And we thought, क्या काम किया? So it's a very small place. You open the door and there is the Indian toilet and you have to shut the door and do your job. So we all went and he's opened the door and in front there is a big on the big wall in he has written Khare Aram. Khare Aram means the real relaxation. Nothing else is true relaxation. Having a good bowel movement is the real relaxation. So in big bold red letters in a semicircle, he had written Khare Aram. And then he looks at us and says, anybody wants to go for real relaxation? It was such a hilarious thing for him to do. And well, I mean, the marriage was also, we were all kids. I must have been 11 or 12, but he was very famous for doing these smaller things. But it was so true, later on as I started working with patients and I started seeing that when you have a good bowel movement, that is when you are really having a good day. So, they say if you're having a bad state of mind, then people usually ask, "Pet saaf nahi hua hai? Have you not gone to the toilet?" Or if you're not, you're acting funny, they're like, what have you eaten? What has gone into your stomach? So one of the good effects of an osteopathy session is a very good bowel movement, because when the nervous system regulates itself, then the intestines are able to do their work. That's why I said one of the homeworks is to watch how is your bowel movement for the day. So if the bowel movement was not so good, don't worry about it. You continue the techniques, you continue hydrating yourself. It'll be okay. All right. So yesterday we did the 2 techniques for the upper body that we had missed. We did the ear pulling, upward, outwards, backwards, you know, and then we did the disco technique for the shoulder. We did the disco technique for the shoulder for releasing the upper back, and then we came to the rib cage. So there is one more technique again that I forgot. I don't know why am I forgetting. There's one technique I forgot to tell you. This also children can do. This is called the twinkle twinkle technique. I'll tell you. So before that, I'll quickly revise what we did. We did the rib cage, है ना? So left palm on the right side of the rib cage, right hand over the head. Wherever the hand points, you breathe in. As you breathe out, you bend just a little, like just 10 degrees. Breathe in, breathe out, then breathe in, breathe out, and bend a little more. Breathing in, come back. And then you do the opposite side. This we did for the rib cage. Then we did for the sternal bone. What did we do? One palm, on top of it the other palm. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, you pull it a little down. Hold it there. Breathe in, breathe out, pull it a little lower. You can do this 2-3 times. Then breathing in, relax. Okay, so this we had done for the sternum. From there, we had come to the diaphragm. Diaphragm is the muscle that divides the chest and the abdomen. It is a domed muscle. So when you breathe in, it flattens, creating space for the lungs, massaging the stomach. As you breathe out, it domes back. So what had we done? We had kept our fingertips along the diaphragm. You breathe in, and as you breathe out, you create a little space between your fingers. Okay. Again, you breathe in, and as you breathe out, you create a little more space between the fingers. And the third time you breathe in, hold your breath, and then you make small infinities with the tip of your nose. Okay, small ones, chote, and then breathe out and relax. So we did this for the diaphragm. Then we went to the organs of the abdomen. So we worked with the liver on the right, spleen on the left. Here, what do? We bend on the same side. So for the liver, right palm on the liver, below the rib cage, left hand over the head, you breathe in. As you breathe out, you bend to the right. So when you bend to the right, you're compressing the liver a little bit. You do this twice, breathing in, come back, relax. Then we do the spleen. So left hand below the rib cage, right hand over the head, breathe in. As you breathe out, you bend to the left. Again, breathe in, breathe out, bend to the left. You're compressing the left side a little bit. Breathing in, come back. Breathing out, relax. So we did this for the liver and the spleen. From here, we did the technique for the stomach, for the intestines. So what had it done? We had basically held the gut. Okay? We had moved it in 3 directions. Right, left. Remember which is easy. Up, down. Remember which is easy. Clockwise, anti-clockwise. Remember which is easy. Then what do? Take it in the areas of ease. So 1, 2, 3. Hold it there. Breathe in from your nose. Breathe out of your mouth. Few times, and then you make the humming sound. Okay? And then you let go. So this we had done for the gut. And finally, we had worked with the pelvis. So what had we done? We had found the bone in the front. So from the umbilicus, you go down until you find a bone in the center, one hand here. Once you find it, no pressure. Then you just gently keep the hand. The other hand goes behind at the beginning of the buttocks. So you can keep the hand like this or like this. आप ऐसे भी रख सकते हैं, ऐसे भी रख सकते हैं. Okay? And then you keep your feet on the floor. You feel the ground underneath your feet, ground yourself, and become aware of the space between the 2 hands. You hold the organs for reproduction and excretion here. And then breathe in, breathe out, and you make the humming sound or ah sound, whatever works for you. Okay, so this is what we did. There was one more. It was for the apex of the lungs. Our lungs are very big. Our lungs ना हमारे फेफड़े बहुत बड़े हैं. In fact, they're so big that you find your collarbones behind the collarbones. आपके collarbones के पीछे तक आपके lungs आते हैं. The tip of your lungs comes as high as behind your collarbones. So below until the diaphragm, above till the collarbones. No, so from here, from the diaphragm all the way up till here, we have got huge lungs. Okay, so there is also a way to release the tip of the lungs. How do we do that? This also children can do. This technique that we're going to do, it's called twinkle twinkle technique. So you remember twinkle twinkle little star? We did it in school. So we will do this. Now breathe in, breathe out, check your breath once. Okay, now let's do twinkle, fingers together. Keep it behind your collarbone. आपका जो collarbone है ना, keep it behind the collarbone. That's it. Just keep it there. Lightly, don't press. Just gently keep it. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in. And breathe out of your mouth. We'll make the humming sound. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Now breathe in, breathe out. So if children in your house, if they're getting too hyper, बहुत ज़्यादा naughty हो रहे हैं, they're not listening to you, make them do this. There is a very big nerve plexus here that is responsible for settling you down. So this technique, the twinkle technique, can be done by little kids. Okay. Okay. So shall we begin with the portion for today? Lower 1/3 of the body. Okay. Chalo, we'll start. 1 second. All right. So we're going to work with the bones of the lower back. Okay. So the white part of the bone that you see, this is the bone of your waist. All right. So this white part. Okay. This is called the iliac crest. This is the bone of your waist. So आपकी कमर की जो हड्डी है, the bone of your waist. So this is the bone of the waist. The bone that we worked on yesterday, the bone in the front below the umbilicus जो हमने कल pelvic का hold किया था, that bone is right here. This one, this orange and blue bone that you see, this is where we had placed our hand yesterday, the last hole that we did. Now there is an interesting aspect of this bone. It has cartilage in the center. You see, between the two orange bones, there is blue cartilage. And cartilage does what? Cartilage can stretch. So pregnant mothers, when the baby starts to grow, this cartilage actually stretches and allows more space in the pelvis to hold the baby in. So it's a very nice structure that we have. And behind, the bone that we touched behind is the green bone. Ye wala. This is called the sacrum. So looking at it from the front, you're looking at it from the back. All the way down, you see is the tailbone. The last part of it right here. This is the tailbone. So this becomes a part of the pelvis. Now the purple bones that you see, the light purple colored, these lavender colored bones that you are seeing, these bones are the bones that we sit on. इन हड्डियों पे हम बैठते हैं. These are the bones we are sitting on. Okay. So we will be working this, especially for people who have constipation issues, who have lower back pain issues. For them, this area becomes a little tight. Okay, because remember we held the pelvis from front to back. The side to side is between these two purple bones. Okay, so if you're sitting for too long, on the laptop working 6 to 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, then this area can become very, very tight. Okay, so we will work with this. This becomes a part of your lower back, and then from there we will move down towards the groin and all of that. Okay, so how do we find this bone? I'll tell you. All right. So today, no, we will do a little, I'm going to be asking you to get up, sit down, walk a little, come back, because it is important that you notice the before and after changes. Okay, so not too much, thoda sa, I'll tell you. So for this, you don't need, actually just stand up, ut jaiye, just stand up, move your legs a little and sit down. खड़े हो जाइए, just move your legs, standing, walking you do 2-3 times and sit down. That's it. I just want you to know how your pelvis is feeling like. How is your lower back feeling like? That's all. Okay, sit. Now, how do you find these sitting bones? कैसे ढूंढते हो आप इसको? So you know what you do? Take your hands, sit on your hands. बैठ जाइए अपने हाथों में. Sit on your hands nicely. Now move your bum side to side. You feel something poking in your hand? कुछ चुभ रहा है हाथ में? That's your sitting bone. Okay, that is the bone of the bum. That's the bone we sit on. Okay, so this is the bone we will be working with. Okay, now you just keep your hands there and you settle down. We just keep your hands under your buttocks. Okay, feet on the floor, पैर जमीन पे. हाँ, and just sit. You feel these bones settling into your palms. It's like how butter melts on a pan. Slowly the bum will melt and you will feel the bone more in your palms. It's very interesting how the body works. So just stay with this. Very nice. So these are the side borders of your pelvis. The front and back borders we work with. कल हमने आगे पीछे से काम किया था. ये side to side है. The side borders of your pelvis are these ischial bones. Very nice. Okay, now take a deep breath in from your nose and breathe out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in from your nose and breathe out of your mouth. We'll make the ah sound. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Slowly take your hands away. धीरे से हाथ हटा लीजिए. Now sit on the chair. Stand up, do some standing walking, 3-4 steps and sit down. Tell me, how are you feeling? Yeah, it's like the bum spread out on the chair. ऐसा लगता है you're sitting wider. You know what happens when you're sitting for too long on the chair? The muscles in the buttocks become very tight. So sciatica, you must have heard of it. Sciatica begins from a muscle in the buttock. The nerve runs underneath the muscle in the buttock, then it runs down the whole leg. So if you're sitting for too long, this small muscle tends to become tight. When it becomes tight, it puts pressure on the nerve. This is one of the easiest ways you can to relax the muscles in the buttock. Okay. Also, if there is a tendency to contract the anal sphincter a lot, people when they are in stress, they tend to tighten their anal sphincter. So generally that area becomes very tight. Okay. So this is very good to relax the pelvic floor. So hand, the front and back, and also the hands underneath the buttocks. Okay. All right. So shall we move on? So we will now work with the groin. Okay. So the crease of the groin. So if I have to give you a point of reference, you remember this picture we had seen? So this area, the fold of the thigh, where the leg joins the abdomen, okay? This area is called the groin or the inguinal crease, okay? And this can become very, very tight. This area can become very tight. So if you look at this picture, it connects the bone of the waist all the way to the bone in the front. Okay, from the waist to the pubic symphysis and the bone in the front when placed a hand. There is a ligament here. So you've all bought green leafy vegetables market mein, palak, methi, sab aapne kharida hoga. You would have bought, right? So you've seen they tie the green leaves with a thread. Whenever you buy green leafy vegetables, it is tied with a thread so that they don't spread out. So the function of this inguinal ligament is the same. There are so many muscles in this area. The inguinal ligament holds them all in place. So what happens when there is too much of sitting, not enough movement, or too much of forward bending, this ligament can become tight. And over a period of time, like over a period of a few years, it can also cause hernia in the inguinal region. It's just too much pressure that builds up. But on a day-to-day basis, for people who sit cross-legged a lot, or who generally sit for a very long time, don't stretch too much, this inguinal ligament, this inguinal area can become very, very tight. Okay, so we will be working with this. We'll be working with this area. So you see how many muscles are here. Yeah, this is just a superficial group of muscles. There are many more muscles than this. This is just one group of muscles. So this ligament kind of, you see how you have those palak bundles, methi bundles, it all holds it in place. That's the function of this ligament. So we will work with this, okay, with the groin musculature, because it also helps in posture. If it continues to be tight, a person can stay locked forward bent. It may become very difficult to stand straight. So even for people with back pain, releasing the groin becomes very, very important. All right. Also, if you have seniors in your house, senior citizens, they are not able to walk so much nowadays. They're sitting for too long. They will really like it. So you guide them to do it themselves. Okay. So we will work with this. Okay. So what are we going to do? Yeah, so you're going to find the crease. So where your abdomen joins the thigh, जहाँ पे आपका पेट आपकी जंघा से मिलता है ना, there is a crease here, है ना? There is a crease. So what we'll do is we will simply place our fingers here. बस यहाँ पे उंगलियां रखेंगे हम लोग. We will place our fingers here, okay? And we'll breathe in, and as you breathe out, you will create a little space. Hold it there, breathe out, create a little more space. We'll do it 2-3 times. Okay, we will continue to create space. Done. So let's do this. So that's why I said sit on a chair. It's a good idea if you sit on a chair. So feet on the floor. You can keep your legs a little wide. Okay, so feet on the floor. All right, fingers on the groin crease. Okay, fingers on the groin crease. Relax your shoulders, sit very comfortably. Okay, take a deep breath in, लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little space between your fingers. सांस छोड़ते हुए उंगलियों के बीच में थोड़ी सी जगह बनाइए. Hold it there. Feel the ground underneath your feet. पैरों तले जमीन को महसूस कीजिए. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Feel your buttocks on the chair you're sitting on. Okay. All right. Now take another deep breath in. एक और सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. Yeah, hold it there. Now again, take your attention to the chair you're sitting on, feet on the floor. Relax your shoulders. You may also feel that the body will automatically adjust itself. You may automatically go a little forwards, a little backwards. It's just the body realigning itself. It's okay. All right. So another time, take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. Very nice. We'll now make the ah sound. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. Relax your hands. Continue to feel the ground underneath your feet. पैरों तले ज़मीन को महसूस कीजिए. Feel the chair you're sitting on. Really feel the presence of your body. And slowly you can relax. Okay. So these are relief techniques, especially when there is a lot of stiffness or there is strain. These techniques are for relief. This will really help you with relief. Okay. So now before we do the next, you do a technique for the side of the thighs, and then we do something for psoas muscle. So before that, I just want you to get up, walk 5 steps and come back. Just become aware of your posture, how you're walking, and how does your body feel in the back and all of that. So just notice that. So just do a 5 step, 6 step walk and come back. Okay, so all right, so done. You just became aware of how you're feeling in your lower back and all of that. Cool. So let's continue. All right. So we'll now work with the side of the thighs. Okay. This area is called the IT band. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Okay. So this area it's called the IT band. It is on the side of the thigh. It begins from the pelvis, goes all the way down till the knees. ठीक है, ये आपके कमर से लेके आपके घुटने तक जाता है. This is called the IT band. It runs from the pelvis, yeah, all the way to the knees. And this is a band of thick connective tissue fascia. Yeah, it's a very thick band of connective tissue, and this can give a lot of trouble, especially to runners, athletes, golfers, women who wear a lot of high heels. The IT band can become very tight. So in fact, a lot of times knee pain could be because of an IT band issue. It just doesn't get diagnosed. Okay, so IT band basically runs on the side, and it is like on the side of the thigh. If it shrinks ना, थोड़ा tight हो गया तो बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है for movement. So it can create trouble in the back. It can create trouble in the sides of the thigh. It can make it difficult for you to sit on the floor. So IT is called iliotibial tract. Okay, it's there on the slide. Ilium is the bone of the waist. Tibia is one of the bones in the lower part of the leg. So it basically covers the side of the lower back all the way until the beginning of the knees. So it's like that. So IT can give a lot of trouble. And what happens is, we do a lot of movement front and back. हम लोग आगे पीछे बहुत move करते हैं, but we don't do side to side movement. Side to side movement happens only in yoga, happens only in stretching. Otherwise we don't have a tendency to do side to side movements. Earlier times when we used to sit down and do atta chakki piecing or chutney doing and all of that, then the IT used to get addressed. But nowadays, not so much. So it can be a cause of discomfort, which could be very vague. Okay, so working with the IT can really help give strength to your posture. You know what happens sometimes, seniors when they get up and they start walking, they tend to move thoda damadol hone lagta hai wo side mein, they tend to lose their balance towards the sides. That is because the IT is not strong. Okay, so a relief technique, so I'm not doing strengthening in this workshop, we are doing relief techniques. So the relief technique for IT band can give a lot of relief both in the knee and the back. Okay, so we will work with this. All right, so what you have to do is, so I'll just show you where it is and then we will do the technique. Okay, so if I sit cross-legged, the IT runs from the side of my hip, from here. You know, there is a bone here. So if this is your waist, if you come down, there is a bone here. Aapko yahan pe feel hogi ek haddi. So this is the bone of the waist. If I stand up, this is the bone of my waist. And then if you come down on the side of your thigh, here, you will feel a bone. Especially in women, it is very prominent. It is what gives the curve to the figure. Okay, so from the bone on the side of my hip, from there all the way to the side of my knee. So ye agar mera ghutna hai, this is my knee, the side of my knee here. This is the whole length of my IT band, from the side of my hip all the way to the side of my knee. Okay, so we will be working with the IT band. Now what we are going to do is, one hand will be on the side of the hip, one hand will be on the side of the knee, and I'm going to ask you to keep your hands like this. As you breathe out, we will move them away from each other, little bit. Okay, so the hands will be like this, and you breathe in, and as you breathe out, we slowly move them away, lightly. There is no pushing, there is no probing, it's just hands here, breathe in, and as you breathe out, you slowly move your hands away. You continue to keep your fingers there. Okay, you can do this, or you can also do this. Place your fingers, breathe in, and as you breathe out, you can create a little space between your fingers. So you can make a choice when you do the technique, see what works for you. But this is what we'll be doing. Okay, so you got up and went for a walk. Remember, now after this technique, I'm going to ask you to do that again. Okay, so let's do the technique. Do we have any other questions? 1 second. Yeah, so I think I answered it. Okay, so let's sit cross-legged. Today we're going to sit very stylishly. So you sit cross-legged. एक पैर पे दूसरा पैर. Cross-legged बैठ जाइए. Okay, so you sit cross-legged. Very nice. One hand is next to the hip. One hand is next to the hip. The other hand is next to the knee. दूसरा हाथ घुटने के बगल में. All right. जो आपका दूसरा पैर जमीन पे है, the other foot that is on the floor, feel the ground underneath the floor. दूसरा पैर जो आपका जमीन पे है, उसके नीचे जमीन को महसूस कर लीजिए. Okay, so feel the ground underneath one foot. The other one that you have crossed, anyways, that will be in the air. All right. Okay. Very nice. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out of your mouth. Very nice. This time, take a long deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. Breathe in from your nose. And as you breathe out of your mouth, create a little space between your fingers. उंगलियों के बीच में जगह बनाइए और move your hands away from each other, whichever works for you. Okay, hold it there. Take another deep breath in. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between the two hands. Either you move the hands away or you create a little space between your fingers. Now keep your hands there. You may get a sensation of melting that happens. There's a sensation of warmth or softening or opening of circulation. When that happens, there is a warmth that you feel underneath your fingers. Stay there. Take a few more breaths in and out. एक और बार, थोड़े बार सांस लीजिए और छोड़िए. Okay. Now once again, breathe in. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers or move your hands away from each other. That's it. Very nice. Okay, we'll make the humming sound. Breathe in. सांस लीजिए. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Bring your leg down. Feel the ground underneath your feet. So let's try something now. Before we go to the next leg, just stand up, do standing walking, 2-3 steps and sit down. And see if there is a difference between one side and the other. Just do standing walking, that's it, and sit down. How is it? Does it feel the same? Does it feel different? Yeah, one side will feel a little different than the other side, thoda sa, because once the IT releases, no, it feels like your leg has become long. Exactly, it feels like you've become taller. ऐसा लगता है एक टांग लंबी हो गई है because the shrink in the tissues has opened, so it feels like one leg has become longer than the other. Okay, all right, let's do the other side. Now you cross the other leg. Cross कर लीजिए. Okay, all right. So one hand next to the hip, the other hand next to the knee. एक हाथ hip के बगल में, दूसरा हाथ घुटने के बगल में. Okay. The other foot that is on the floor, you feel the ground underneath that foot. ठीक है, जो पैर जमीन पे है उसके नीचे महसूस कीजिए जमीन को. All right, very nice. Take a deep breath in, लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And breathe out of your mouth. You may feel a little melting that starts to happen underneath the fingers. Right now, there is a prominence next to the hip. Just keep it there. I'll help you find the bone. Okay. For now, you just keep it next to the hip. All right. Okay. So the warmth that you feel or the melting is because of improved circulation. All right. So take another deep breath in. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. Now, as you breathe out, make a little space between your fingers or move the hands away from each other, whichever is easier for you. Okay. Once again, breathe in, सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little space between your fingers or move the hands away from each other. Very nice. Feel the ground underneath the other foot. दूसरे पैर के नीचे जमीन को महसूस कीजिए. Very nice. We'll do this one last time. Breathe in, सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out of your mouth, create a little space between your fingers or move your hands away from each other. Very nice. Now just hold it here. We'll make the humming sound. Okay. Breathe in, सांस लीजिए. Once again, breathe in. And relax. ढीला छोड़ दीजिए. Keep both your feet on the floor. Feel both your feet on the floor. Yeah, it feels hot, right? See, when the body releases stress, it becomes hot. What happens when we have fever? The body becomes warm. So whenever there is, so this is where quantum physics comes into play. I'm happy you said that. So energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, right? But energy can be stored. So what happens when there is tension in the muscles? It tends to sit there. And that is what starts giving trouble, giving tightness and all of that. But when you help to open up circulation, release of energy creates heat. So if you're feeling warm, or you may also, some of you may also feel like slight sweating, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It just means that circulation is opening up. Just keep sipping water. Okay. Feel hot on the side. No, yeah, it's interesting you felt it. Very nice. These are very short techniques. It's nice how you are experiencing it. Okay. All right. So shall we move on to the next? And after that, I will ask you to go back to your 6-step walk and come back. Okay. We will now work. Is everybody doing okay? It's okay, right? It's not too fast, no? It's all right for you, right? Henna? Okay. Yes. All right. So we will now work with a muscle called the psoas. Okay. This is one of the, this is like the, for the lack of a better word, this is the Durvas Muni of the body. So for those of you who don't know about Sage Durvasa, he's very famous for his anger. Very famous. Malab, you don't mess with Durvas Muni. मतलब दुर्वास मुनि को गुस्सा आ गया ना, he will just burn you to ashes. He will not see आगे पीछे तुम कौन हो, क्या कर रहे हो. So in I belong to a South Indian family. I'm from Karnataka, and in our family there is a very common saying. If a little child gets very angry, na, they say Durvas Muni क्यों बने हुए हो. So my name was Durvas Muni. I used to be a very angry kid, right from, probably I was born angry, I don't know. So this muscle called the psoas, this is like, this muscle should not get irritated. So this muscle does a lot of work. So I'll show you the picture. If we go to the picture, this muscle actually connects your rib cage all the way to your pelvis. Okay. So अगर आप ये देखोगे ना, ये वाली muscle, this long one, you see this long fellow right here. So what does the psoas connect? Behind the rib cage. Rib cage के पीछे से comes all the way in the front and connects to the thigh, not even the pelvis. It crosses the pelvis. Okay. So if this muscle, so you see this is the rib cage diaphragm. This is the spine. This is the vertebral column. This is the spine. So this guy begins behind. आपके शरीर के पीछे से comes all the way in the front, runs through your pelvis, goes and attaches to the thigh. So what will happen if this fellow becomes tight? You cannot stand straight. You get locked. So when someone has a back issue, or if you have strained your back, आपकी पीठ में दर्द हुआ है, आपको दिक्कत हुई है, you will find that it is very difficult to stand straight. Band बच जाती है सीधे खड़े होने में. It's very, very difficult to stand straight. That is the psoas muscle. So what it does is it protects your spine. The function of this muscle is to protect the lower part of your spine. So the lower part of our spine carries the most weight. It handles the most amount of weight, and psoas is responsible for protecting the lower part of the back. Okay, so this muscle can really, if sitting for too long, sitting for too long, you're not standing up, you're not stretching, the psoas can become very tight. Along with posture, it is also responsible for side bending. So ye na banda side mein bend hua, you see this person is bent to the side. So you see, connects all the way from below the rib cage, from the spine, all the way down. All the way down. If you look at the miniature guy, it's coming all the way to the thigh, beginning of the thigh. ठीक है, आपकी जांग को आपकी rib cage से, मतलब it's covering the whole back. It's a very powerful muscle. The psoas, very, very powerful muscle. It also gives you the strength to kick. So your strength to kick, push, basically stabilize the middle part of your body is the psoas muscle. Okay. So the technique, no, it is present on both the sides. It's a bilateral muscle. It's just shown on one side for explanation. Okay. It's present on both the sides. Okay? It's a bilateral muscle. It is present on both the sides. So we will be working with the psoas muscle. Now, I have been teaching you relief techniques until now. Until now, you have learned relief techniques. But this, for the psoas specifically, I'm going to give you a technique that is for strengthening it. Because a lot of people have back issues, sitting for a long time, all of that. So I'll teach you something called an MET. MET is a muscle energy technique. It is a technique of osteopathy where we use the strength of the muscle to strengthen the muscle. Okay, so it's not a body weight oriented technique. It's just jo muscle hai, as much strength as the muscle has, you are reusing it to strengthen the muscle. Okay, so is it used in lifting weights? Yes, psoas is extremely important in going from sitting to standing. Okay, so they bend down and then when they lift up, that psoas and the abdominal muscles play a very big role. Many times when a person lasts for a long time, they feel pain in that region. Yeah, it could be psoas. It could also be the groin. You know, the ligament of the inguinal region we just did, na? The lining of the inner wear. That also. Yes. Is it called Pajra in Hindi? I have no idea what is it called. Interesting question. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll have to Google it. I have no idea. Okay, so we're going to work with the psoas. Okay, so psoas kya karta hai? So it runs from here, behind my rib cage, to the front, through the pelvis, to the thighs. So what it does, if I'm sitting, then I stand up. I'm engaging my psoas. Now, how do we strengthen it? We mimic standing up, but we don't stand up. Okay? Connect from behind to the thighs. No? So we will do this technique together. All right. So what you're going to do is you sit with your feet on the ground. अपने पैर जमीन पे रख लें अच्छे से. Stabilize yourself. Sit with your feet on the ground. Okay. Nice. Strong. Like sit strong. Relax your shoulders. Place your palms on your thighs. अपनी जो हथेलियां है ना उसको जंघा पे रखें. अच्छा, shall we do a before and after for this? She'll try it. Okay, just stand up. बस खड़े हो जाइए and just touch your chin to your chest and bend down as much as you can. थोड़ी छाती पे लगाइए. Touch your chin to chest and only as much as you can comfortably. All right. Now breathing in, come back and let's sit down. बैठ जाइए. So we'll do an MET. So what we're going to do, feet wide apart on the floor, sit strong, palms on the, so this is my crease. This is your inguinal crease, just in front of it. Okay, we did that technique, no? Like just in front of it, upper thigh. Place your palms here. All right. So now what we are going to do is breathe in with me. Saans lijiye. Hold your breath. Saans rokiye. Now try to lift up your thighs. Try to lift up your thighs and stop it with your palms. जंघा उठाने की कोशिश कीजिए, हथेली से रोकिए. Use 20% of your strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Relax. We'll do this again. Okay? Breathe in, सांस लीजिए. Hold your breath. सांस रोकिए. Lift up your thighs. Try to lift up your thighs from your feet. Like try to lift up your thighs. Stop it with the palm. Resist it. Use only 30% of your strength. 20 to 30%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Relax. We'll do this one last time. Breathe in. Hold your breath. सांस रोकिए. Try to lift up your thighs. पैर उठाने की कोशिश कीजिए जंघा को. Resist it with your palms. अपनी हथेलियों से रोकिए. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and relax. Let go. Okay. Feel your feet on the floor. जमीन पे पैरों को महसूस करें. Very nice. This is a little workout, okay? This is a strengthening technique. You need a little energy in it. Okay. Yeah, so basically you lift the heel up, you try to lift the thigh, but you resist it with your palm. But bilkul, you're not doing 100% strength, only 30%. It's a hint. It's just a hint of strengthening. Okay. Was I lifting my heels? Yeah, a little bit. I was lifting my heels a little bit. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now let's stand up and try the bending again. Abhi khade ho jaiye. हाँ, chin to chest, थोड़ी छाती पे, and now go down. come up and sit down. How is it? Yeah. Lot better, isn't it? So, you know, in osteopathy, psoas is connected to the shoulders also. All the big joints, all the big muscles talk to each other. So if the psoas is tight, your hip is not strong enough. It is not balanced. This affects the shoulders. So tight lower back also means, strong lower back also means strong shoulders. Okay, so this psoas, so you know, wo jo hota hai na, you stand up and you're like, ow, 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 this will go away. You will stand up and you will sit very comfortably. How many times can you do that? Psoas you can do 2 times a day. It's an MET, it's strengthening. You can do it 2 times a day. Breathing, so only for this, only for the psoas technique, you exert force when you hold your breath. Okay, now until now, what for relief, what we're doing, breathing in from the nose, breathing out through the mouth. But when you're strengthening it, you breathe in, hold your breath, saans lenge, saans rokenge, and then you apply force. How much force? 20%. You know how much is 20% force? You have peeled lauki in the kitchen, helped your family. You have peeled bottle gourds. So you have to put a little pressure to peel it, not cucumbers, bottle gourds. You have to put a little pressure, that much. That is 20% of your strength. Okay, so not too much. So you're not challenging the muscle. You're only hinting it. And that is enough to start strengthening the fibers. Okay, so this is for psoas. It's very nice. You can do this a few times a day. Actually, आप 2-3 बार भी कर सकते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. This will help balance out your. All right. How is it connected to the shoulders? It is. So it is connected through connective tissue fascia. Basically, see how we study the body is muscle begins and ends. Muscle यहाँ शुरू हुआ, यहाँ खत्म हो गया. Begins here, ends here. But when they did dissection and they found that 20% of fibers continue into the next muscle. So there is a continuity now. So we are working with something called anatomical trains, chains of muscles all over the body. There is a continuity of muscles in the body. Okay, so it's not beginning and end anymore. So when you look at the fibers, psoas begins behind, below the rib cage, which is very close to the shoulder blade. So it sends out fibers into the shoulder. It's a pattern. Okay, right to me, I'll explain it. This is a whole thing by itself. So just letting you know that big muscles, big joints, they talk to each other. Okay, after holding the breath, we breathe out. You can breathe out of your mouth. No problem. You can breathe out of your mouth. Can it reduce anger issues? Yes. So one kinds of thought is because we hold a lot of emotional stress in the pelvis, and psoas is one of the strong muscles, it does help to resolve. That is why when you start doing yoga, your emotions start getting balanced out because you're activating all the big muscles in the body. Okay, so yes, that is one line of thought. Okay, from lying down to getting up is, yes, this is one of the main muscles that is involved from lying down to getting up. So wo jo jakadan aati hai na, when you suddenly get up, that's a spasm of the psoas. Okay, all right. So let's move ahead. We will now work with, I think we are working with the knees. We'll work with the knees. For the lack of a better picture, this is just the hand placement, but I will demonstrate the technique to you and then we will do it together. Okay, so yeah, I think we just, I don't have a very good picture for this. So what you'll do is, you know, the other chair that you had, दूसरी जो कुर्सी थी आपके पास, उसको ले आइए. So we will stretch our leg now. Stretch your leg. So I'll explain it on Sampat's knee. Okay. So what you're doing is, So you'll stretch your knee and you'll take a cushion underneath your knee. Okay? You stretch your knee on the pillow in front of you and you take a cushion underneath your knee. Alright? Now this is the kneecap. This is the kneecap. Make sure that your knee is not bent. If your knee is bent, your kneecap will not move. So what we're going to do is you've stretched your knee. Now just move your thigh. You know, when you take out atta from the fridge, what do? You move it to soften it. So just move your thigh muscle a little bit, okay, to loosen it. Once you have done that, find your kneecap. आपके घुटने का टकना. Find your kneecap. So this is your kneecap. Make sure your knee is supported. Okay, make sure your knee is supported with a cushion below. Cool. All right. So you find the kneecap. Hold it between your thumb and index finger. Now the kneecap floats. The beauty about the kneecap is it floats. It can move. Okay. So what you will do now is you will move the kneecap down, up, down, up. Okay. So you can basically play around with it. You can do this. You can move it from side to side. Move your kneecap side to side, up and down. You can't twist it. Don't try to twist it. We are just doing up and down, above, below, left to right, left to right, right to left, above, below. Okay. Once you've done that, you just played around with the floating bone on your knee. Now what you will do is place your thumbs on top of the kneecap, fingers behind the knees. Okay. So you're basically doing this. Thumbs on top of the kneecap, fingers behind the knees. Thumbs on top of the kneecap, fingers behind the knees. The blood supply to the knee comes from behind the knee. हम लोग क्या करते हैं when we have knee pain, we keep putting balm here. But actually the nerve supply, blood supply is behind the knee. Apply there. It will give you better relief. Okay, so thumbs on the knee, fingers behind the knee. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in. As you breathe out of your mouth, create a little space between your fingers. It's like a flower blooming. So just create a little space between your fingers. Hold it there. Take another deep breath in. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. Very nice. Now just place your hands on the knee. Your knee. Give it a lot of love. Okay, it works very hard for us. So we'll make the humming sound. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Bring your knee down. Okay, now the other knee on the chair. Make sure that your knee is not bent. If it is bent, na, the cap of the knee, ये जो हड्डी है ना के घुटने पे, it locks the knee. So your knee has to be straight and well supported. It has to be straight and well supported. All right. Okay. So pillow underneath the knee, nicely supported. Pillow underneath the knee. Now move your thigh. जंघा को हिलाइए अच्छे से. Loosen up your thigh. Okay. Like you loosen up atta from the fridge before you start to knead it again. Okay. All right. Once you've done that, now index and thumb, tarjani or angutha, on above and below the kneecap. Okay. So the kneecap, you're placing the index and the thumb around the kneecap. And now what do? Move it up and down. Upar niche. Move it up and down. Very nice. There is no hurry. Okay, we are not catching a train. Aram se karenge. The body likes gentle and light touch. So don't push. Okay, do as much as you can. Up and down. Very nice. Side to side, move it side to side. So you move it side to side like this. You can move it side to side like this. Okay. Have fun. It is a floating bone. We have very few floating bones in the body. It is not attached to any other bone. It is suspended in a muscle. Okay. So again, do up and down, side to side. Play around with it. Side to side. Up and down. Yeah. All right. Once you have mobilized the kneecap, thumbs on top of the knee. घुटने के ऊपर अंगूठा, thumbs on top of the knee. Rest of the fingers behind the knee. Okay. Don't worry if you can't feel up and down. It's okay. Okay. The knee allows, tomorrow you will feel more. Okay. Just make sure your knee is straight and it is supported. That's all. All right. So thumb on top of the knee. Rest of the fingers behind the knee. All right. Very nice. Take a long deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little space between your fingers. उंगलियों के बीच में जगह बनाइए. Very nice. Take another deep breath in. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little more space between your fingers. Very nice. Now place your hands on top of your knees. Very lovingly. It's a very supportive joint. Takes care of body weight. Has helped us so much. Okay, feeling a lot of love towards this joint. We will make the humming sound. Take a deep breath in. Once again, breathe in. That's it. And relax. Bring your feet on the floor. You can push the chair away. Feel both your feet on the floor. Nice. Okay, so now you get up, go for a walk, and come back. Can the leg we are doing touch the floor? I don't understand. You're supposed to stretch it in front of you, no? On a chair of equal height. So if you're touching the floor, then you're tightening the muscles. See, the kneecap floats in the thigh muscle. So our thigh muscle, no? So the end of that thigh muscle is where the kneecap floats in. So if you engage the thigh muscle, the kneecap cannot move. Also, when you bend your knee, the kneecap will not move. So it has to be completely loosened up. That is why you stretch your leg in front of you and support the knee underneath with a thin pillow. How is everybody feeling? How was your walk? Yeah, it was nice. You can stretch better, no? Very nice. Very nice. So what happens, when your muscles, so this is a game of your nervous system and the body talking to each other. Okay, now when the nervous system feels that there is threat around you, you become ready for war because you want to protect yourself. So when you become ready for, what are you doing? You're tightening all your muscles, but there is no war. There is no threat. So when you activate your vagus and settle your nervous system down, muscles automatically loosen up. Okay, we will come to the calves now. So this is okay. This is all right for everyone. Shall we move on? We have 2 more techniques for the day. Okay. And today I'm not missing anything today because tomorrow there's no course. Okay. So we will move on to the next. We'll work with the ankles. Okay. So this part behind the ankle, no, this is a tendon. This is called Achilles tendon, Achilles, whatever you want to call it. Now, Achilles was a Greek god. He was unbeatable. उसको कोई नहीं हरा सकता था. But there is a story where his heel got injured, and when his heel got injured, he lost all the strength in his body and he was defeated. Now this tendon, this is so powerful. You can hang a whole person by this tendon. ऐसे उल्टा लटका सकते हो आप किसी को सिर्फ इस tendon से. It is very strong. It can handle the weight of the whole body. Okay. Now where does it come from? So we have our calf muscle, no? We have the muscle of our leg that then converges into this tendon. So the muscle here at the back of your leg that then condenses into this tendon and goes and attaches to the heel. So when you have tight calf muscles, you also have a tight heel. Okay. Now, of course, it's not relevant today. Not many people are wearing heels inside the house, but because the lockdown is over, a few people are. Tightness in the calf begins from tightness in the ankles. Okay. So we will learn the Achilles tendon release. It can be, it's very nice. It also brings a spring in your foot. क्योंकि यहाँ पे अगर tension हो गया ना, if here you have stress, it then shows up later on. In a few months, it then becomes plantar fasciitis. It becomes swelling and pain in the soles of the feet. Okay, so we will learn to work with the Achilles tendon. Cool. All right. So, what are we going to do? I have a comment. Yes, you get cramps there. Yeah, we'll work with it. Okay, we'll work with it. So this is my calf muscle. है ना? This is. Please. All right. So this is the calf muscle. From the calf muscle, so my calf muscle then becomes the tendon here, which then enters into the sole of my foot. Okay. Now this area is the Achilles tendon. Now, if you press here, it may be a little tight or it may be a little tender. अच्छा अभी हम लोगों की क्या आदत होती है? Oh, it's hurting, press harder, or the bow. We will not do this. We will do light pressing. Okay. How much pressing? Again, for me, vegetable market is a very good example. So if you have gone to the vegetable market, have you checked for the tenderness of the vegetable? We press our nail into the vegetable to see कि हाँ ये tender है नहीं है. बस उतना ही pressure. That is the pressure we will use. Okay, not more than that. All right. So what you're going to do is, so basically explaining that this is the calf muscle. From here, it converts into this tendon, which then goes and attaches into the heel. Okay. So what we are doing from the heel, 5 to 6 inches above. आपकी AD से 5 से 6 inch, this much. Okay, इतना. What we're going to do is, you're going to gently press it like this. Between your thumb and your fingers, you're gently going to press it. If you want to add excitement to the technique, pull the toes towards you. दूसरे हाथ से उंगलियों को पकड़ेंगे, अपनी तरफ खींचेंगे. Pull it towards you and then do this. Okay. Yes. So what we will do is, we will pinch it 5 times up and down. We will pinch it 5 times up and down, and then we will relax. Okay. So I'm just going to practice it on Sampath, and you'll do the technique with him. All right. Okay. So what you're going to do is, you basically find your Achilles tendon. Okay. 6 inches, 5 to 6 inches from here to there. Okay. You are gently pressing it between your thumbs and the rest of the fingers. Tightness in this causes flat feet. See, flat feet you're usually born with. But if it is postural, yes, this could be one of the contributing factors. All right. So let me see if you. So gently from down to above, above to below. Down to above, above to below. If there is a tender spot, don't press hard. कुछ दर्द हो रहा है तो ज्यादा नहीं दबाना है. Regular, up and down to up and down to up. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, everybody seems to be doing it nicely. Okay. So you go from up and down. So you do this, and then you also do the other way. So it is not just one direction. So if you're coming up to down, you also go from down to up. All right, you also go from down to up. So do it like 5 times, up and down. Yeah. Some of you may feel like using a little more pressure. You see what feels right to you. Your body will tell you, हाँ ये अच्छा लग रहा है. This is too much. This is too less. So you take a call. Your body will give you feedback. Now that you've been listening to it the past 2 days, communication will be very different. Done? Sorry, Mona, you're saying something? Okay. All right. Now I was just checking if you're saying something. All right. Okay. And relax. Done. 5 times you're done. Up and down 5 times you're done. Now place both your feet on the floor. Place both your feet on the floor. Move your feet. कैसा लग रहा है? Does the floor feel different between the 2 feet? Place your feet. Move the foot front and back. Okay, so shall we do the other foot? Chalo, we'll do the other foot. So you cross the other leg. So cross the other leg. Okay. If you want to add excitement, pull the toes towards you. अपनी उंगलियों को अपनी तरफ खींच लें अगर चाहिए तो. And then 5 to 6 inches above the ankle. Okay, so you just press nicely. It's a pincer grip. Okay, so you're doing this. You're doing 5 times up and down. Three, 2 more. 4. If you're doing this on other people, no, please don't add too much pressure. It can become very painful, especially for elders. Be very gentle, but they'll love you for it. It'll feel very, very nice. All right, last one. 5. When you finish this, very nice. Okay, done. So place both your feet on the floor. Very nice. Now I'm adding another technique to this. I'm quickly going to show you a picture. We'll finish by working with the soles of the feet. Okay, this we do along with the Achilles tendon. हम उसके साथ ही ये करते हैं. So what we're basically going to do is we're going to place our fingers along the soles of the feet. So आपके पैर का जो the soles of your feet, we'll place our fingers along this, and then you breathe in. As you breathe out, you create a little space between the fingers. Again, you breathe in, breathe out, and you create a space between your fingers. Okay, so we will do these. We were supposed to do these together. I forgot. So anyways, we will do this together now. So we'll work with the soles of the feet. Okay, so the same position that you were in. So you cross your leg. So you cross your leg and you place your fingers along the midline of the foot. I just explained to you. So you cross your feet. You see this? This is the midline of the foot. Okay? So you place your fingers lengthwise on either side of the midline. All right? You can do it this way, or you can just fold your knee, keep it on the chair, and place your fingers underneath. Whatever works for you. जो भी आपको comfortable लगता है. Either this, or you cross your legs and you place your fingers on either side of the midline. All right? So you place it like this. Take a deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. As you breathe out, you create a little space between the fingers. Very nice. Once again, breathe in. सांस लीजिए. As you breathe out, create a little space between the fingers. Right. Very nice. Now just hold your foot. Just hold your foot. Just hold your foot. All right. And we will make the humming sound. So breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Let's do the other foot. Okay. So you can also do it this way. Thumbs on the top, fingers underneath the foot along the midline. Yeah, very nice. Take a deep breath in. लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And as you breathe out, create a little space between your fingers. बीच में जगह बनाइए. Very nice. Another breath in. एक और बार सांस लीजिए. And create a little space between the fingers. Very nice. Now just hold your foot with a lot of love. Just place your hands on the foot. Yeah. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Relax. Very nice. Feel your feet on the floor. Nice. Just go for a quick 5 steps and come back. We'll do an awareness exercise. Feeling okay? All good? Feeling okay? Yes? Nice, very nice. Let's do an awareness exercise. Okay. So we'll finish up with a nice awareness exercise. See, the nature of the body is health. है ना? Is osteopathy a replacement for yoga stretches? No, 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 no. Osteopathy finds the root cause of the disease. It works on many, many elements of the body. This workshop I have designed for relief. That is why you feel like that. But osteopathy is actually much more than this. हम लोग हड्डियां भी crack करते हैं. Osteopathy go and do tuck, tuck, tuck and all of that. It's many, many techniques together. Okay, but because this is for you and your family members, basically this is self-empowerment. No. So you have tightness in your calf muscles. Now you don't have to take a medicine. Sit down and do the Achilles tendon release. It will become okay. You know, so it's just for that. So health in the body, no, health is our nature. And what do? We tend to put our attention on something that is not our nature, that is not part of our body, which is pain. So even if there is pain, no, we put a lot of attention on it. And then the pain becomes very big because the brain works like that. So what we will do is, we'll do an awareness exercise for health and also for the vagus. So vagus nerve के 2 branches हैं. One is closer to the back. This is an older version of the vagus that is responsible for protection. It protects you. It allows you to be alert. And there is a branch of vagus in the front that runs through the throat that we've been working with. This is responsible for eye contact, socialization, being a part of the society. So the vagus at the back and the front. So this is evolution. This vagus has come only in the last 500 years. Before that, have you seen a lot of wars were fought? Har 6 mahine jhagda, battle was because too much of vagus at the back. But now negotiation, dialogue is all ventral vagus. So we will do an awareness exercise for this. Okay. And we will also take our attention to health in the body. Okay. So let's sit comfortably, feet on the floor. पैर जमीन पे आराम से बैठ जाइए. Right? Become aware of the ground underneath your feet. आपके पैरों तले जमीन को महसूस कर लीजिए. Nice. Become aware of your midline, your spine. Relax your shoulders. Very nice. Now take your attention to any part of your body where you're feeling good. आपको जहाँ पे भी अच्छा लग रहा है. Could be the tip of your nose, stomach, back, thighs. We worked with the lower part of the body. See, wherever you're feeling good, just take your attention to a part of your body where you're feeling good, where you're feeling warm, healthy. And see, what does it feel like? कैसा लगता है ये आपको? गरम लगता है, नरम लगता है, feels warm, feels soft, feels comfortable, feels expanded. There may be different features for different people. Okay? So just become aware of this. Now, health in the body reflects as happiness in the mind. So think of something that makes you smile. जिससे भी आपके चेहरे पे मुस्कुराहट आ जाए. Whatever makes you smile, think of that. And see how does it feel in your body. When you think of something and smile that makes you happy, see how it feels. There is a difference. There's a very unique sensation that comes to all of us. Very nice. So staying with health, we will now open up and acknowledge the two branches of the vagus nerve. Okay. So becoming aware of your back. पीठ की तरफ ध्यान दीजिए. Becoming aware of your back. We will begin with the older version of the vagus. The branch of vagus that has helped us to survive difficult situations, protect ourselves, our species. Become aware of it's called the dorsal vagus. So becoming aware of your spine, feet on the floor. Bring your arms close together. So this has helped us to protect ourselves. So bring your arms close together and just comfort yourself. This part of the vagus, the one on the back, when we open it, we bring our arms close together, opening it to the world, acknowledging it. This is what has protected us and helped us to survive. Take a long deep breath in and breathe out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in and breathe out of your mouth. Acknowledging and feeling very happy for this branch of the vagus, we will make the humming sound. Breathe in. Once again, breathe in. And relax. Slowly bring your arms to the side. Just becoming aware of how this feels in your body. Feel your feet on the ground, feel your buttocks on the chair. Now moving towards the branch of vagus that is evolved, that helps us to communicate with other people, make eye contact, becoming a being of the society. So that branch of the vagus that helps us to be a part of a group, evolved behavior. So becoming aware of the front of the body. शरीर के आगे के भाग की तरफ ध्यान ले जाएं. Becoming aware of the front of the body. We will now open up the ventral branch of the vagus. This is called the ventral vagus. So opening up the branch of the vagus along the front of the body. Breathing in. Open your arms wide. सांस लेते हुए हाथों को खोल लें. Open your arms wide. You can choose to look a little up. So this is what allows us to hug people, open ourselves up to people in front of us. Trust, faith, kindness, all of these are a function of the ventral vagus. Take a long deep breath in, लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And breathe out of your mouth. मुंह से छोड़ दें. Take another long deep breath in. एक और लंबी गहरी सांस लीजिए. And breathe out of your mouth. मुंह से छोड़ दें. Make the humming sound. Breathe in. Breathe in again. सांस लीजिए. And relax. Bring your arms to the front. Relax. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your sitting bones on the chair. Become aware of your spine. Again, going back to a place of health in the body. आपको शरीर में जहाँ अच्छा लग रहा है, वापस ध्यान ले जाए. Wherever you're feeling good in your body, again taking your attention to that part. I'm feeling very, very grateful for having a body that functions. Take a nice long breath in and breathe out of your mouth. Take another deep breath in and breathe out of your mouth. Slowly move your toes, move your fingers. If you have closed your eyes, you can open your eyes. If you have opened your eyes, you can smile. Okay, so how are you feeling? कैसा लग रहा है आपको? Interesting, no? Little bit of awareness towards the body just relaxes your muscles. So do 4 to 5 techniques a day. Whenever you're going to do these techniques for other people, family के लिए आप करेंगे, permission लीजिए. You have to take permission. Techniques are for 18 plus, not for pregnant women. So not for children, not for pregnant women. Seniors, family members, all those people you can do. Okay. And sometimes they would want to do it themselves. So just tell them how to do it. Okay. Like the twinkle twinkle, if you wanted, you can stand behind them. उनके पीछे खड़े होके आप कर सकते हैं instead of standing in the front. So you'll figure it out. And continue to do 4 to 5 techniques a day. You will start finding a lot of change in stress levels, sleep patterns, chronic pains. It will start to change. But just know that these are relief techniques. These are not strengthening techniques. These are relief techniques. So if you want to strengthen, then that's a different level. So for those of you who want to continue and want to learn strengthening techniques, we have a level 2. This is for relief. Strengthening is a level 2. That is a 90-day support system. So that in 3 months, we give you support. And in those, like you learned METs today, like that, there are some specific techniques of yoga. It's called osteo yoga. Then there is resistance bands. You can work with resistance band to work on groups of muscles. So the muscles we worked with now are called core muscles. Core muscles kya karte hain? These become tight and stress. There is another group of muscles called stabilizer muscles. Stabilizer muscles become weak. So it is like the pillars of the house. With constant strain, they tend to lose. The house starts to tilt. So stabilizers become weak and you'll start to lose your posture. Okay. So level 2 is working on stabilizer group of muscles. If any of you are interested to know more about it, you can just give us a call. We can have a 20-minute discussion on what the level 2 is. But for now, this is the end of level 1 workshop. This is for relief. Level 2 is for stretching, strengthening, and endurance. Okay, so I think we touched what, 1,000 people with this course. Yeah. We touched 1,000 people with this workshop for the level 1. So 1,000 people have been a part of this journey. Thank you. You were the last 15 to fill the blank. On the level 2, we have had about 150. So, but that's a 3-month commitment. That's like, you know, it's not workout, sweating, nothing. It is also a 15 to 20 minute routine, but it is using techniques specifically to strengthen areas. So that involves a consult with me. I see what are the patterns of strain, and accordingly we tailor make it for you. So if any of you are interested, you can just connect with Sampath or me and we can have a 20-minute call. But for this, are you feeling all right? You're feeling okay? So you have your ebooks, है ना? The psoas technique is not there. It is an addition. So every month on the 30th of every month, है ना? Yeah. We will have follow-ups for level 1. So जो भी आपने technique सीखी है ना, on the 30th of every month, we will revise it. You will be doing it with Sampath. I will not be coming. He takes the follow-ups. And any questions you have, any doubts you have, or if there are any new techniques that have come up, 30th of every month. So we have, it's an open session. People who have done the level 1 workshop. So all the others, we usually have about 80-100 people coming on the 30th of every month. So what we do is we just do all the techniques together. Okay, we do all the techniques together, and it's nice. It's a follow-up. So that is where the power of the group comes. Aisa bore maar raha hai, karne ka man nahi kar raha hai. Then you come, you see everybody is doing it, and you get into. So it's being a part of a community. All right. So that is about the follow-ups. You will continue to have follow-ups for a year. 30th of every month for a whole year, we will have follow-ups with Sampath. He'll be doing all the techniques we'll be doing with him. Any doubts, clarifications that you have, we will also be answering those. But remember, these are for relief. These are not for strengthening. Okay, so for strengthening, it's a little more sustained effort. That's about it. Do you have any questions? आपके कुछ सवाल है? Or any of you would like to share your experience? You have anything to say? You can just raise your hand. We can unmute you. I know we are like 5 minutes past time, but I really wanted to thank you. So nice of you. I'm so grateful that you came. Very, very nice of you to come for this workshop. This workshop was designed during the lockdown. I was staying with my parents. My father is 78. My mother is 68. And they started becoming restless because they walk 5 kilometers. They do yoga for an hour. So wo stress hai na, they started stiffening up. So these techniques, they were my guinea pigs. मैंने उनसे कराया पहले एक हफ्ता. And then they said, why don't you design a workshop for this? And then, you know, because a lot of people started taking painkillers and anxiety medication. Neend nahi aa rahi, food is not getting digested. So then it worked out. So it's been like, what, 6 months, and we've had quite a few people on board. Okay, so we will be doing on this. Yeah, so the ideal thing is, so the thing is 10th and 20th of every month, we do follow-ups for level 2. 30th of every month, we do follow-ups of level 1. Unless there is another workshop, it will be plus or minus 2-3 days. We will keep you informed. So stay in the WhatsApp group. I promise you there will be no forwards, no good morning, good night, good afternoon messages, no course postings, nothing. It is only for this group. It is only for your growth. So if you have any questions, you can post it. If you have any course related, so any new technique has come in or we are having a follow-up, only those things will be posted. Okay. So that's it. So you will keep meeting him now every month once for the level 1 follow-ups. Pallavi ji, you want to speak? Hi, 1 second. You raised your hand. Can you unmute her? 1 second. 1 sec. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Huh.
Yeah, for the cramp, I told which technique I should do, that calf one.
Yeah, so for the cramp, you can do the ankle release. You can also do the knee release, ankle release, and the soles of the feet. So you can do those. Those will help you with your cramps. Also make sure you are well hydrated. A lot of times if magnesium is low, also you can have cramps in your calf muscles. So this should help. If it doesn't, just ping me. You can probably apply some magnesium salt on your calf muscle. But this should help. This should help to a large extent.
It doesn't come daily or else. Sometimes it comes.
So then ankle release, knee release, and soles of the feet. That will help. Okay. All right. Also, I am starting to now reach out to people I don't know. So if you can please give a review for this course, I will be very grateful. We will share the link for the review. Just click on it. There's a Google review and a Facebook review, whatever you like. Just give us a review, because now I'm starting to reach out to people who don't know osteopathy. Forget Spandan. They don't know Spandan only. They don't know osteopathy also. Osteopathy is very new in the country. So then they're like, kya hai ye? Healing hai kya? Crystal hai kya? Jadoo mantar hai kya? So then, takes me a while to say, no, it's a research-based treatment. So it'll be nice. So if you can give us a review, we'll be very grateful. Okay. All right. Any other questions? Anybody wants to share anything? Homegoing instructions we did, no? Not more than 4-5 techniques a day. There is no time ye iska, unless you had shadi wala khana, like one serving, then sat in Vajrasan, had second serving, sat in Vajrasan. Then don't do this technique. But otherwise, आप किसी भी time पे कर सकते हैं. Any time of the day is fine. You can do these techniques. Okay. All right. Somebody raise a hand. Ankita. Ankita, hi. Go ahead. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Spandan. So
Hi.
I just wanted to know about, as I already spoke to you on day one regarding my shoulder pain. So what all techniques should I be doing on a regular basis?
So what you do is you continue doing these for a week, 10 days. So we are on 13th December now. You continue doing these and just let me know how you feel at the end of 10 to 12 days. Okay. So the intensity should change, the frequency should change. Once the relief comes, you can start off with your strengthening. Whatever strengthening techniques you're doing, you can start off with those. Strengthening a stiff muscle is very difficult, but once it gets relieved and softens up, then strengthening it is very easy. Okay. So just so do this for a week, 10 days, and let me know how you feel.
So what specific techniques for these?
Do the shoulders and the upper back. Shoulders, neck, and upper back. Yeah, that's complex. Okay. All right. Yeah. Sunny ji, unmute kar lijiye.
So here's one question, and I think I have one question on if we do relaxing exercises for eyes and head.
Sorry, relaxing exercises?
For the eyes, will it help the eyesight?
I don't know. I'm wearing spectacles myself. Pata nahi. It depends on why you have an eyesight issue. But if it is stress related, yes, it should help. That will definitely help. Okay, eyes and neck both, it will help. Okay. Murli. Okay, all right. Hi, Murli, you can unmute yourself. Go ahead. Yeah.
So it is interesting to know that the shoulder is connected to the leg and everything, because my wife has a right shoulder pain, and I can feel the stiffness in the IT bone, and she has a pain in the calf muscles.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
You start her off with shoulder and psoas release. Okay, but most important is the awareness exercise at the end of it. So it's not like tuk and you get on. You have to sit down and do an awareness exercise. You can do the vagus, you can do the orienting to health, you can do a breathing, one hand on the chest, one hand on the stomach, slowly breathe in, breathe out. You have to give time for the nervous system to wind down. So you make her do these techniques and then make her go through an awareness exercise for like good 5 to 7 minutes, and then she will start seeing the change.
Thank you for this course.
Thank you. So nice of you to come. Thank you. All right. If you have any doubts, you can always reach out to the admin. like I said, I am terrible with the phone. Sampath has his phone on him. So if you have any clarifications or doubts, you can always reach out. And even for the level 2, we've actually had a few personal messages coming yesterday and day before to know more about the level 2. I don't want to talk about it now because it'll take 15 minutes. For those of you who are interested to go further and strengthen further, you can just reach out to us and we can have a conversation about it. Okay. All right. Cool. So everybody doing fine? Shall we call it a day? All right. Okay. Take care of yourselves. And like my favorite Mama ji used to say, swasth raho, khush raho, mast raho. Stay healthy, stay happy, have fun. Okay. So just take care of yourselves. You will meet him on the 30th. We'll keep meeting. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you. Bye. Everybody got the ebook, no? Yeah. Everybody got the ebook, right? Okay. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. Thank you.